Welcome back, Courier. I would like to take a quick moment to invite you to our Discord community, the link to which is in the description and pinned comment. We would be honored to have you join our tribe. Now, there has been much speculation as to where the next entry in the Fallout series will be set. I feel I cannot log into a terminal without seeing endless comments arguing about where it should take place. Usually, these comments are followed up by something like, "I don't care where it's set. It just better not be a piece of shit like Starfield," which I find extremely childish and unproductive to conversations about Fallout. The way I see it, there are several options, and I will go through each of them, sharing my thoughts on the location and the likelihood that the game will be set there. First, a Fallout game set in the bayous of Louisiana, perhaps New Orleans. Imagine the stories hidden in the mist, the culture thriving post-war. Maybe there's a group of ghouls that sing the blues on a street corner, or a tribe of raiders who use jazz instruments as weapons. However, you should dismiss any notion of this game actually being set there. Everyone knows Todd Howard is a racist, and was partly responsible for Hurricane Katrina. Moving just a little farther west, and we end up in Texas. Bethesda opened a studio in Dallas, putting that office in prime position to study their surroundings and potentially make a video game there. Players could go back to the cowboy-style adventure of New Vegas. It would be a true work of God Howard. But let's be realistic. There was already a Fallout game set in Texas, Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, the worst game in the series. Bethesda would be borderline idiotic to set their next game there. Just imagine the Screen Rant and Kotaku articles that would come out, linking the two games together. Do you think Todd Howard would let Google SEO ruin him? I thought not. I mean, just listen to this review I found for that game. How did GameSpot and IGN give this game a 7 out of 10? It's not only the worst game in the Fallout series, but also the worst game I've ever played, and I'd consider it just as bad as Bubsy 3D and Superman 64. But at least those games had the excuse of being released on less powerful hardware. But this game came in 2004, the same year as Halo and Half-Life 2. So it doesn't get a pass. Mediocre visuals, awful gameplay. And it was so bad it's considered non-canon. The only upside to this atrocity is that Fallout 3 and New Vegas came out after it. Now, I'm sure I will get a lot of comments saying it should be set in California, or Arizona, or Colorado, or the myriad of other southwestern states that are briefly mentioned in Fallout New Vegas. It's essential that you discard these notions, since it is highly unlikely that we will get the one true developer, Obsidian Entertainment, to make another Fallout game. The more you ask for Western states, the more likely it is that Bethesda says, "Okay, fine," and then makes a subpar video game set in these states. I can already see the thousands of Reddit users sending death threats to Todd Howard just because his game didn't mention or incorporate some absurd, obscure, and minuscule tidbit of lore. If you want your precious West Coast Fallout lore to remain, then shut the hell up and be real. Now, I feel the most likely candidate has been staring us in the face this entire time. It is my belief the next Fallout game will be set in Boston. Now I know what you're thinking. Fallout 4 was set in Boston, Joshua. Why would Fallout 5 be set there too? That is because there will be no Fallout 5. There will only be Fallout 4 remasters, repackaging, special editions, Nintendo Switch ports, and next-gen upgrades. You'll pay $70 for a redux of Fallout 4, with 1.5K textures, more bugs, and a frame rate cap of 30. Then, when you're desperate for Fallout content, you'll go to the new Creations menu, where you can pay $5 for a retextured 10mm pistol that has your favorite anime girl on it. You'll get on Reddit to complain about Bugthesda and how they keep shilling out copies of games that came out over a decade ago. Once you're content with 5 upvotes on your post, you'll get right back on the game and look for something else to complain about. Bethesda will not care, because you'll still have 300 hours logged into the game. And yes, they will know that 150 of those hours were spent looking at Piper, the newsgirl from Diamond City. If I had it my way, we'd get a new Fallout game that's a prequel to New Vegas, where you play as me, Joshua Graham. In any case, let me know if you enjoyed this format of video, and as I said before, feel free to join our Discord community. Until next time, Courier.